Hey, I'm Sophia. If you love the thrill as much as I do, you're in the right place. From adrenaline-fueled rides to uncovering the world's most iconic machines, gear up and subscribe to Sophia on Wheels for non-stop automotive adventure. The Explorer has always been one of those vehicles that quietly carries Ford's entire SUV strategy on its back. It doesn't chase headlines like the Raptor, and it doesn't rely on nostalgia like the Bronco. But year after year, it keeps showing up, selling in huge numbers, and doing exactly what most buyers actually need. Now, heading into 2027, Ford isn't trying to reinvent the Ford Explorer. They're refining it, and that might be the smartest move they could make. Because the mid-size SUV segment is one of the most competitive spaces in the entire market. You've got options like the Toyota Highlander, the Honda Pilot, and the Kia Telluride, all fighting for the same buyers. Families, commuters, and anyone who wants space without stepping into full-size territory. So instead of chasing a radical redesign, the 2027 Explorer is expected to double down on what already works. Under the hood, Ford is likely to continue with its proven EcoBoost lineup. That means a 2.3-liter turbocharged four-cylinder as the standard engine, delivering a balance of efficiency and usable power, and a 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 for higher trims like ST models, pushing performance into territory that most competitors don't even attempt. That V6 matters more than it seems. Because while most mid-size SUVs focus purely on comfort and efficiency, the Explorer has always kept one foot in the performance world. The ST variant, in particular, gives buyers something rare in this segment, a family SUV that can actually feel quick and responsive when you push it. And that identity is likely to stay intact. On the inside, expect Ford to lean heavily into tech and usability. Larger infotainment displays, improved software, and better integration with everyday features like navigation, driver assistance, and connectivity. The goal here isn't to overwhelm the driver with complexity, but to make the experience smoother and more intuitive. Space will remain one of its strongest advantages. 3-row seating, flexible cargo configurations, and enough room to handle everything from daily commutes to long road trips. This is where the Explorer continues to deliver exactly what buyers expect without trying to overcomplicate the formula. But there are changes coming, and not all of them will please everyone. Electrification is likely to play a bigger role. Hybrid options could become more prominent, and there's always the possibility of further electrified variants down the line. From a market perspective, that makes sense. Regulations are tightening, and efficiency is becoming harder to ignore. But it also shifts the character slightly. The more you move toward hybrid systems, the more you introduce complexity. More components, more systems to manage, and potentially higher long-term maintenance concerns. For buyers who value simplicity and long-term reliability, that could be a point of hesitation. Pricing is another factor to watch. As features, tech, and powertrain options expand, the Explorer continues to climb higher in price. It's no longer just a practical family SUV. In higher trims, it starts to edge into premium territory, competing with more upscale brands while still carrying a mainstream badge. So the question becomes, does it still deliver enough value? For most buyers, the answer is probably yes, because what the Explorer does better than almost anything else is balance. It's not the most luxurious, not the most efficient, and not the most powerful option in the segment. But it does everything well enough to make it an easy, confident choice. And that's why it continues to succeed. So, is the 2027 Explorer worth the wait? If you're expecting a dramatic overhaul or something completely new, this might feel underwhelming. But if you want a proven mid-size SUV that continues to refine its strengths, adds just enough modern tech to stay competitive, and still delivers the kind of performance and practicality most families actually use, then the Explorer remains one of the safest bets in Ford's entire lineup. And if this surprised you, wait until you see 8 new Toyota models in 2027 that made us fall. Because these new Toyotas are doing something that's making buyers switch sides fast, and they've now popped up on the upper left of your screen.